welcome to this Queen Bee Q&A video. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chelsea. I am a senior writer at Pixelberry Studios and one of the creative leads that worked on Queen Bee.
Hi, I'm Maya. I am the book lead of Queen Bee.
My name is Amanda, and I am the art producer for Queen Bee.
My name is Danielle, and I am the art lead for Queen Bee.
Let's get into it. Today we're talking about Queen Bee. What was the inspiration for the creation of the series? I've been asking to do a book like this for a while, so I'm really glad that finally happened. It's a genre that I've always kind of been obsessed with, probably at least in part because I'm low-key obsessed with fashion and glamour. What I love most and was most excited to do with this book was make something that was funny and relatable, even if the characters lived in a world that's so different from anything I've ever personally experienced. What was the process of getting the dialogue just right? Were you guys just sitting in a room and channeling Regina George at each other all day? The short answer is yes. But right from the beginning, I knew I wanted this book to be as funny and contemporary and subversive as we could possibly make it. I think it was important to me that the characters felt real. And to me, that means having them speak like people I know or I've been around. We also spent a lot of time getting the main characters' inner dialogue just right so that it really felt like what someone would think to themselves in this absolutely bonkers setting, but never say it out loud. How did you come up with the nicknames of the characters on the tee? So all of these nicknames have to do with a story from their history or specific role at Belvoir. Like, for example, Michael Tarzan Spores got the nickname, in my mind, from breaking his leg after swinging on the frat house chandelier during a party. As for other characters' nicknames that we maybe haven't explained yet, maybe you'll learn more about those in book 2, or maybe it will forever be a mystery. Or maybe you can make up a backstory yourself.
How we came up with the twist for this book. The types of tropes and things that audiences who really enjoy this genre, which is very dramatic, the types of things they expect to find. Twists that an audience would respond well to while being blown away by, the types of victories, the types of losses, things like that. So yeah, really just a matter of, us being fans of this genre and then, taking what we know and what we enjoy and what we know audiences enjoy about it and fitting it to the story we came up with. Who wrote for MC's Inner Thoughts? The whole team did, all 4 of us, myself, Chelsea, Kat, and Sarah. So we all got to write MC's very fun, snarky, over-dramatic inner thoughts. What exciting things do we have planned for book 2? I can say that it is going to be just as dramatic, just as messy, new enemies, new teammates, shall I say. And you better be ready, because X is not playing around. It's gonna be big. Where did you get the idea for the student ranking? The image that came to me, or the idea that came to me, was back when I was in high school, I would visit the arcade in the movie theater I went to. You beat the game and some sort of ranking comes up, the top 10 highest ranked players and their scores. I just thought, whoa, that's perfect for what you, the player, are gonna be trying to do in this story. Is Poppy going to be a love interest in book 2? In book 1, you have been given the ability to start to delve into a sort of enemies with benefits type of deeper complexity of your relationship with Poppy, which of course is going to continue to be explored in book 2. I'm really looking forward to getting to write more of you and Poppy and all your skirmishes in the next book. So, I think you'll like it, and yeah, please look forward to it.
How do you plan out when you'll use any special art or animations? And is that something you guys know right from the beginning? When it comes to art, we try to plan out as much as we can as early as possible. Art does take quite a few months for us to develop and make sure that we get correctly. And especially for these special moments or these special CG animations that we included for Queen Bee. For Kingsley, it definitely was that we wanted a nice story moment to make sure that the players would fall in love with him or appreciate him more. It did take a lot of process and a lot of revisions to go through to make sure we capture the right moment for you guys to, feel at that moment as well. That's the inspiration behind Zoe's pineapple blazer. The blazer was an inspiration from Chelsea, one of the writers of Queen Bee, and she actually emphasized that Zoe was a fashionista that created her own clothes and all that stuff. So we wanted to make sure that her default outfit was unique. Personally, I've never seen an outfit or a suit that had pineapples on it in real life. So we thought it would be great if she rocked it, and she did.
What inspired you to create the whole posse art scene? The whole posse art scene was inspired by a lot of K-pop magazines and album covers where you'd find a lot of these group shots that are generally unified very well with their color schemes, their outfits, and a lot of attitude. So I wanted to bring some of that energy to bring that to the posse scene. The art and kiss scene between MC and Ina, or Ian, seems to be a favorite amongst readers. Could you share some of the thought process and what it was like creating it? So the thought process in creating a scene like the kiss in the rain had to go match the emotional beats prior to the actual scene. So we knew that there was some tension between the two characters. So a lot of things such as the rain kind of hit where the emotional beat is supposed to be, have those strong, warm lighting is all very intentional. So all those kind of go into what build up a moment like this.
Queen Bee team, who is your favorite character and why? That's a super hard question for a number of reasons. I mostly because I think of all of them as like my little babies. But if I had to choose one, I think it'd have to be Veronica. I just love writing her like no nonsense attitude and that little like switch that gets flipped off when she's not on camera. I just think she's like honestly just, like so funny to me. I don't have like a great reason for it. I just think she's hilarious.
I'm going to say my favorite character is Poppy. I really like Poppy for the attitude and her, I don't want to say abrasive, but she kind of has those moments where it feels like mean but in a funny way. The sass was just very heavy hitting, and I just thought it was very amusing.
The Queen Bee herself, Poppy Min Sinclair, the mean girl in these stories, are just, they do and say things that are so outrageous that make them extremely fun to write. You know, as a villain, she is the funnest villain I've gotten to write for Choices. Cannot wait to write more of Poppy. Cannot wait to write more of Poppy. It's gonna be really great.
If I had to choose one, I'd probably say Veronica. She is so cool. She's calm and collected. It's interesting because she's an influencer, but she doesn't have to try too hard in terms of fashion or how she looks in order to influence people.
And that's all from me, and I hope all you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you again. Bye.
Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for playing Queen Bee. I'm so glad that people actually like this book, and I'm so excited for you guys to see what we have planned for book 2. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
I hope you look forward to book 2. It's gonna be great. And until then, kisses. Good tea. Bye guys, thanks for playing.